Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. Right, we've cleared out the Harper's Hold. Let's see if they have some loot on them that is worth anything. Ooh. Right, he's gone. Good.
Something you need?
And let's just start with grabbing all of the easy loot.
No, I can carry nothing else. Your item is on the ground.
This is a reaching ring. You can memorize an extra 5th, 6th and 7th level spell. That is certainly very useful. Got the ammo later. Let's just grab all the potions. There's some decent leveled gear at least.
Onward then.
And potions go in the bag. Walking can have this. Right. Katana +1. Plate mail +1. Two-handed sword +1. Organ can carry all that. I mean, you already have this. So no need for anything else. Katana can also go over here. Short swords, arrows +1.
No, I can carry nothing else. Your item is on the ground.
Braces of Death. Cloak of Protection. Apparently Yoshimo can wear it. Nice. Arrows +1. Short sword +1. Probably should also drop off the ritual scroll. I just kind of forgot in the
No, I can carry
in the haste of getting
Your
everything
item
done.
is on the ground.
Right, pulse +1. All braces to the death. And some more darts of stunning. I should probably get rid of, or at least spend these the arrows +1. Even if I have a case of plenty.
Nature's servant awaits.
Right, let's heal up before we leave.
I hear you well enough.
I await your news.
Something you need? To the task at hand.
Right. I could lose the rest of the hold, but there's no point.
As you will.
Right, now to decide our next move. Right, let's first head back to the Bridge District so I can drop off that ritual scroll. And then it's finally time, probably, to head out. Actually, after all this adventuring, I probably want to take a night's rest at least. We've had so little chance to actually rest. And I don't want to get caught unawares with a partially full spell book, speaking of which. You can get up another level 5 spell. What does Oracle do again? You know what, that could actually be useful in certain occasions. Yeah. Unfortunately, it does not give you a slot if you have not yet unlocked that ability, but given how quickly we are racking up the experience, that shouldn't take too long. Yeah, we're not going back to Warden's Keep for quite a while, so there's
I
no
wouldn't
real
dream
need
of
to
refusing.
keep that much stuff on us, or keep the ritual scroll on us, as it is likely just gonna cause more problems later on. And again, I keep forgetting I need to start using those wands. Or sell them. Either would work.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, yes. Just as I thought.
Right. Ritual scroll goes in there. Yeah, can you still learn this? No, what happened to the scroll case? Right, I have it. Well, that's fine. Just put it in the scroll case. Right. Have a nice night's sleep.
Hello, me good smiling friends.
Merchant's Rest. Alright.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Whatever I can do to help.
Walnut! Hot walnut! Aye, get a hoe!
Will you buy some, sir?
We're only here for a few days,
Not
madam.
far from hence.
Watch yourself, we're not watching over here!
I do like the noises in the background.
To the task at hand.
They're quite fun. Alright, let's see about doing some minor quests while we're out here.
I trust you are here in good faith.
I am Don Lord Arenthis of the Church of Lathander. Excuse my young charge, Rita doesn't talk much since the recent death of her parents. That's terrible. Indeed it is. And there's very little that can be done for her as well. Other than put her into an orphanage, I suppose. She is so shy and sad, though. I'm sure it will do her no good. If only there were someone who would care for her. You strike me as a good person. Perhaps you would be willing to take care of a child in need. You say to that. I lead the life of a wanderer and adventurer, priest. There is no life for a child to take part in. You are correct, of course. If only there was someone who would act as the girl's guardian. I do wish there were more that I could do for her. I wish I could help, but I know of nobody. That is too bad. If someone does come to mind, please return and tell me. I would like to help this girl if I can. Lathander's blessing upon you, my lord. Alright, well, that seems easy enough. Find someone who's willing to take care of a child. How hard can that possibly be? Also, the parents of the little ghost.
Yes?
Oh, I'm so happy that you've come back. Our little boy is at peace. Oh, he appeared to us to say goodbye and told us you had rescued his bear. I thank you, my lord. You are very kind. Yes, thank you so much. It's such a relief. Come, my husband, let us go home. Ooh, 5,000 experience. There was also something over here, although I may not be able to do this. Nope, it's happening now.
Help me, please.
What's the problem?
It's Uncle Lester. He's risen from his grave. He scared everyone away who was at the funeral, and now he's come after me.
I put up with that cheap bastard all my life. You know what he left me in his will? A sweater. Now even in death the damnable fiend still torments me.
Cheap sweater? Well, I'll have you know that belonged to your grandfather, you ungrateful git.
Ah! It's him!
Call me a fiend, will you? Well, I've never seen such a cheap funeral in my life. You sold my clothes and kept the casket closed. You picked the flowers this morning from near the swamp.
And you gave a drunken priest of Talos a few coppers to slur some lines of profanity to pass for a eulogy. The outrage, the sheer outrage. Ah, how can I afford anything, you old fool? You left all your money to that Calishite whore. You're lucky I didn't just dump you in the river. Ah, the indignity, the insufferable indignity, you miserable wretch of a nephew. Yep, back to the grave, you worm-ridden devil. Only you would rise from the dead to torment me. Well, I'll go back, all right? Not before I kill you, you disgusting piece of filth. Prepare to die, Nevin. Save me! Save me! Alright. I cannot save it this time. Do I save this little boy? I mean, they kind of deserve each other, but regardless of what Nevin did, he doesn't really deserve death. Now, I have no real stake in this fight either way. And I don't think you can get anything from it. Do I interfere? Not my fight. There. Stupid kid didn't deserve more than a sweater and a kick in the rump anyway. Now I wonder where that my Canishite darling went off to. Always timed one last quickie. Yeah. Well, I guess that's fine. I mean, the city guard can deal with one horny zombie. If I was more good aligned, I might have considered jumping in to help Nevin, because, you know, you don't want the undead to get away with such stuff, but in this case, don't get into between family. Let's talk to Kamir.
Helm sees all. Know that and be judged.
I extend greetings, my lord, on this darkest of days. My name is Kamir, Paladin of Helm. I beg your forgiveness if my demeanor is not more welcoming. What brings you to this place? I'm the more unique than the most who come here. My son lies in yon wee grave. I failed my oath to protect the lad, and he's been taken from me. I'm sure there's no need to blame yourself. You know not of what you speak, though I'm sure you mean well. I took the boy under my protection when his mother was slain by foul orcs in the mountains. I knew not her name, and I could not save her from her injuries after I killed the orcs. She gave her son to me. I swore an oath to look after him as my own. And I have. I mean that I did. I loved the lad dearly. Stefan, I named him. Strong, honest boy. But I was called by duty to Tethir. On my return, I discovered Stefan had been slain by brigands. I should have been there for him. You did all you could. You are not to be blamed. But I am. I failed my vow, and now I know no way in which I can atone for my failure. If there were only some way, I would embrace it gladly. I may know of a way. There's an orphan girl not far from here, accompanied by a priest of Lathander. Perhaps you could atone by caring for her. I mean, you've already tried one child, what's another child? An orphan, you say? Perhaps that would be a way to atone for my failure. Thank you, my lord. I shall go and talk to them at once. Let's go and watch the interaction happen. He eventually figured out the path over to here.
Helm sees all. Know that and be judged.
Greetings. Greetings to you both. I understand that the girl is in need of a guardian. I am pleased to meet you. This is Risa. My name is Risa. Yes. I'm most pleased to agree. This is Risa. Hello, Risa. I'm happy to meet you. Are you a knight? Your armor is awfully shiny. I'm a paladin, little one. Something like a knight. I hold myself to strict standards within the worship of Helm. Do you know who Helm is? No. And I suppose I shall have to teach you. Yes, I could teach you. Would you like that, Risa? Don't you have any children? Sadly, my son recently died. Oh, you must be very sad. Yes, I am. I miss him very much. I think he would approve, however, my taking care of you. That is, if you are willing. Oh, okay. Where do you live? Come, I shall show you to the church. Thank you, cleric. And thank you too, my lord. I am most appreciative. Another nice 3,000. And it clears out the stray people in this particular
I welcome
cemetery.
you with outstretched hand.
I am most pleased at this wonderful turn of events. Defender's greatest blessing upon you, my lord, and for the part you have played in this. Sometimes, Faerun can be a kind place. Yes, indeed, sometimes it can. I mean, it did nothing for my reputation, but, one less orphan to deal with. So I think that's all the quests I can logically do over in this place. I mean, running the 5 Flagons Playhouse is not something I can do until I can get a messenger that it's actually done. I think I should have already done this. Maybe just will not finish. I talked to Hendaka. Did I not talk to Hendak? Now I'm just having to double guess myself. Let's just double check that I actually have talked to him. And it irks me that the quest is not reading as completed. Because it should have completed.
I will always be grateful for your assistance.
You have completed the task, I see. I can tell you are how overjoyed I am that so many children were rescued, and that nobody will face slavery here again. At least for a while. I'm not naive enough to think that the slavers will not return. I shall watch for them, however, and fight if I can. And there's another point of reputation back. And everyone gets some reputation, or some experience. You've done more than was required of you, and for that you have Hendak's most humble thanks. I've collected some of the Theon's more valuable items here for you. I hope this is at least some small reward for the good you have done. Right, then we get some magical stuff. Alright, this sword I actually am familiar with. This weapon. We once encountered.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Oh, but, right, let's see. I sped through that a little bit too quickly. Right. Jahira, you shouldn't be showing your face around here where it ain't safe. Not that you ain't safe in my sight, but... But what? But I'm on good terms with the Harpers, and I don't want that to change. What's all around about what happened here? It ain't true, is it? Not as the way they tell it, Bernard. You know me, so trust in what I do. Good enough for me. Business as usual between me and you, then. And
I gotta stop dipping into me own ale.
I don't need this plate mail. And Kondar, as good as it is of little use to me. I'll just sell that. +1. Races to the death are kind of cheap. Now, the quest is actually finished, I think. Yeah. So that's pretty much all we needed to do. And all the rest of the quests are outside. Well, the time really has come to... I'll assume I don't quite that far. What do we do here? Much as I like Corgan, he was never meant to be a large part of my army, or my forces. He can keep the rest. I don't care about the full plate mail that much. We can get more later. I could sell it, of course, but...
Back to the grind, eh? Are we off?
No, I think we should go our separate ways for now. I'd like some time to put up my feet anyway. Find me when you're through wandering and want to do some serious travel. I'll be at the Copper Coronet until then. Alright, I'll meet you there if we change our mind. Probably not. Instantly, he's gone. So now I have a meat shield less. Unfortunate, I'm sure. But then again, I don't think anyone else can really use this. You already have charm protection. The Helm of Baldur is kind of useful. Well, you hold on to it. Alright, time to do some travel. Now that we have got our slot free, we can pick any companion we want. And as much as I want to maybe pick up Minsk or anything. I even want to do some traveling with Edwin. But, you know, at the moment I kind of really want to get outside. I want to go outside Athkatla. So, let us instead do that.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
There is more fun to be had. And I really don't need Organ for the next bit. Right. We'll go to the Umar Hills first. Oh, for crying out loud. Are we gonna be having this encounter every time we step outside?
Oh, yes.
What? Yes. A standard.
I stand amongst the righteous.
Something you need. To battle with no regrets.
I mean, sure, it's easy money and all that, but it's also kind of annoying. Probably never gonna use that.
So, what do you think of Amn so far? It is certainly not without its charms or its hardships, lady.
Really, Jahira, now? Does not seem to be a healthy balance between the two. Perhaps not. It has always been so. But there are many things of merit here. Perhaps not in the cities, but the forests are a great treasure. I would agree. Though a more relaxed tour would help my outlook. I will show you when we have the time. I will take you through the deepest lands, and you will see the beauty that I know is there. That is, if you are not tired of my company yet. Tired? I grow quite fond of your company. I would miss it if it were gone. Well, I would miss your company too, Leon. Well, we should be moving again. Enough of these idle musings. Yes, yes.
Just as I thought.
You do pick the most
Onward.
auspicious times to strike up conversation. But then I believe you are the most chatty of companions in that particular regard. I mean, I think maybe Dorniel Khan is a little bit worse because he is also quite belligerent, but right, we are here, and I don't feel like exploring every little nook and cranny, so voila, entire map.
To the task at hand. Why, Mayor, when is this crisis going to be solved, eh?
Aye, me and mine need to get back to herding, we do, for the wolves have gobbled me flock entire.
Calm down, everyone, please. I assure you that everything that can be done is being done.
That sounds reassuring. What was that? Aye, you just hired a group of those adventurers, didn't you? Where in the abyss are they? Well, they haven't come back yet, no. Oh, we're doomed. Doomed! We must flee the city. The village. We must flee before more people go missing. Now, people. Come, this is no time to panic. Please listen to my husband. Yes. Well, we are looking for another group of adventurers here to handle the situation. To kill the ogres and evil kin, you mean? Yes, ever since that band of monsters moved into the area, we had nothing but trouble. They're eating people, that's what. You're both daft. Just the wolves that have been wandering the hills, sure enough. Hungry days. Not the wolves, you fool. It's Umar herself, returned to haunt us and steal our children. Umar? Don't be telling that folktale now. Can't you see us the ogres, plain as the truth? People, please. Must first find out what happened to our ranger, Morella, then track down the source of these murderers. More adventurers will come soon. Well, they can't come soon enough. You best be doing something, Mayor, or we need to be fleeing to the city for our safety. I am trying to do something. Everyone remain calm. Panic will not help. I'm going to return to my home now. Everyone, go home, please. Well, that certainly was very spirited.
I have nothing you wish.
Who are you? I be Nelek. I'm of the Innsville Guard, that is all. Wish I could go and do more against them wolves, but can't leave the village alone, true enough. What exactly is going on here? I'll tell you what's going on, my lord. The wolves that have been in these hills the past years are coming at us, they are. For weeks now they've been preying on us, sneaking into the village at night and tearing people apart. Then their bodies disappear the next night. This is a gruesome sight, to be sure. I've seen them too, and wolves look at me from afar with smarts in their eyes. It's the truth. The rest of the footage is full of fools, them ogres. I see them. They ain't so bad. And the Umar stuff is nothing but a load of old nonsense. Has nothing been done to hunt these wolves? The Lemire hired a halfling runt and a troop to find out what's happening. They haven't come back. Wolves ripped them apart, is my guess. Why would wolves come back to take away bodies the next day later? Don't rightly know. Ain't nothing natural, that's for sure. They just seem to up and vanish, as far as I can tell. What do you know about the ogres? They used to belong to that big rebel army down in the south of Amn. Deserters, likely. Seen them on my patrols. Don't look like they're up to anything. Led by a big ogre fellow, Mardolf, I think. Wants to be left alone. The fact that he talk first rather than kill you makes him not the worst sort in my books. What's this about Umar? Just a load of old bull. That's all. He wants to know about Umar? Go talk to Vincenzo at the inn. He loves to talk out of his ass, he does. I'll be going then. On your way then, stranger. You don't need any more trouble here, that's for certain. Well, that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Hopefully, we'll get into some proper adventuring. Well, not to say that that Athkatla hasn't been proper adventuring, it's just get tired of the same sights. Indeed, the first time I arrived at the Umar Hills, I was kinda excited to actually be doing something else. Anyways, see you then. Bye.